So given machines, they can look at all their machines. They can read if there are restocks required. So you can set for a given machine how many units would need to be in a given thing. That would all be here. What this is mainly used to do is for picking and packing. So in the back office, either automatically or a user is setting a given pick for a day, it will create a pick list. So here's the pick list for the Duo pick on today's date. It's assigned to a warehouse and a pickup location. So the warehouse could be different from the pickup location as long as, if it knows both of the locations, can help people get to where they need to get.
Okay.
So this is a pick. I'm in the warehouse. I'm going to claim this order. So I'm going to say, this is my order. I'm going to start it. First thing it's going to ask me to do is to scan a bin so that it knows where to put stuff. First, I put everything on top of the bin. So I'm just going to scan the bin, this QR code I put on the bin. So now it knows that whatever I pick is associated with this bin. So I'm now assigning this pick to this bin. I can add additional trays or bins to a given pick if it requires more than one tray for a pick.
Okay.
Now it's going to tell me exactly what I need. So in this case, it's asking for Coca-Cola. I need one. So I'm going to grab the product. I'm going to throw in a Coke. And I'm going to give it an expiration date. In this case, we could disable that if it's products that don't need expiration date. Now it's going to ask for some Mountain Dew. It's going to ask for these. No, this is the wrong thing. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Okay, I have to set an expiration date. Now it's asking for 6 Mountain Dews. So again, I have to set an expiration date for these. And I'll pick them. And now it's asking for this Powerade. It wants 2. But I didn't pay attention to that. I only put 1 in there. Okay. And then it's looking for some muffins. So I'm going to throw some muffins in there with an expiration date. Now I need my Pringles. And last is some Vitamin Water Focus, which are those, which I already placed. And a Red Bull. So I got a full pick. I'm done. This is now a picked list. Either the same person or another person is now going to be the delivery guy. He's going to go to the delivery and say, okay, what are the orders available for me to pick up today? So I'm going to take this order and I'm going to claim it. So now I'm claiming this order so no other driver can say, I'm also taking this order. Now it's going to say, first thing you have to do is scan the tray to make sure you've got the right tray. Not to be, there we go, so much reflection. So now it knows that I have the right tray. If there were multiple trays in that order, it would ask me to scan all the trays to make sure I have everything before I leave. Now it's going to route me. So if I had multiple locations, it knows the location of each one of them, and it'll do like a milkman route through all of them. It optimizes your routes. To some
Plus it'll do Google Maps if there's traffic.
Yeah. So starting route, and this uses Google Maps, and it's basically just going to give me turn-by-turn direction to get from wherever I am to this machine. So I say I've arrived. So now I'm getting out of my car. It wants me again to scan the tray to make sure I'm grabbing the right tray for this location.
Because you may have 20 trays in this truck.
Yeah. All right. So now I'm in pick mode, or merchandise mode. It's going to ask me to go to the machine. And all I have to do is scan the QR code to the machine. Now I'm in pick mode. First thing it's going to do is it's going to guide me through checking any expired product. If it thinks they're a product that has expiration date that's in the nearby, it's going to ask me to go through. Here I can either scan the product's QR codes if they have them there, or just check the dates and go through and say it's either expired or not expired. I'm going to go through the products.
So that's for all the products, okay.
For all the any products that
there, yeah.
thinks, yeah, I need to check. It says, okay, now start stocking. So the machine's unlocked the doors, and it's now going to guide me through the stock process. So it says Coca-Cola, and it's highlighted the locations where it's okay for me to put a Coke in. As it's going, it gives me a quantity remaining.
Okay.
So it's counted off that I stocked that. Now it wants more of these, but I didn't bring these. There's not any more Cokes in there. So I say missing. And that's now stored with why you were dispatched to send 6, but you didn't actually stock 6.
Right.
Why? And they can report out on that. So now Powerade. I got one of these, but I wanted 2. Oops. So a mispick. Muffins. So I take my muffins and I can just dump them all in there because it's going to read automatically. Actually, it's going to say, oh, you had one more than you were supposed to have in there. And then you're going to say, okay, there was extra there.
And will it automatically adjust the inventory there, or would it tell you to take that one out?
It will automatically adjust the inventory. Whatever you leave in there is what's going to say belongs in that location. Okay. So I'll do the Pringles. And now...
And you don't have to do individual counts. You can just dump, you know, the entire tray worth of product can go in at once.
Cancel. So the Red Bull. So once the Red Bull in here, I was moving too fast. So I put the Red Bull in. It measures it correctly. Anyways, so it would guide you through the whole pick process and just tell you where to put it. You don't have to adjust any of the counts. You just put whatever it is right into the machine. It'll automatically update the counts on the system, and that'll be mirrored back up in admin.
Plus, you can notify managers to say, you know, there's mispicks, and they can go, hey, we know we gave this guy this much product. Where'd it go? You know. And when the merchandisers know that you're watching, then kind of cuts down on things going missing.
If you're not using the app, you would just log into the machine. So each operator would have their own username and password, so we can kind of control who's accessing what. Just use mine.
Yeah, I mean, I like so for us, we have a handheld that they use. So in the warehouse, we already have the picking is already running pretty smoothly there. But I like the seamlessness. Like they have the ability, because we use handhelds that are basically mobile devices.
Yeah.
If they could scan the QR code when they got here, if it's filling the store.
Yes.
We'd have to figure out how to make that work.
Well,
we can integrate at any
Yeah.
point. Wherever you have, okay, we're happy with the tech that gets us to this point, then we would just have integrate. You would send us what we need in order to pick up the process the rest of the way.
Yeah, there's an API cut into our software to go, you already like what you got in the warehouse, and when it's now to this point.
Yeah, that's great, because the biggest pushback we have from a lot of operators is the fact that either it's a disparate system, which obviously you have the integration, or that complicates what the driver's already doing. Whereas here, if they follow the process they follow every day for every other market, and then just have a way to scan that to log in, it makes it a lot easier and less pushback.